Alright, welcome everyone for today's live stream of Subnautica. We are back, of course, in the lava zone again. Why not? We're building a base here, so we're going to be in the lava zone a lot. Basically, I've done a lot of gathering up of quartz. Went to the Grand Reef, Deep Grand Reef, built a new scanner room there, and harvested a lot of quartz because I didn't think I had harvested enough from there yet. Actually, hardly any. So we're going to do some completion work today, trying to get at least the general layout structure done with the zoo so we know exactly how it's going to be laid out. And to that end, I have my notes pulled up on what I've decided for the layout. It does give us a little bit of room in the end if we want to add a couple more places. But I think I've got pretty much every biome covered. So welcome everyone. Thanks for joining in. Emerald, Cameron, Max, Nathan, Charlie, Monty, everybody, hi. So, what I've got, and you can see we have a nice little view of our kelp forest one going. We've got a good bit of activity here. I actually had to redo the plateaus because one of the eggs apparently was infected. I didn't notice any of the eggs having an infection. None of the creatures had an infection. But suddenly, all of them were infected. So I had to take the whole thing back out, redo it. So I'm going to wait on the plants. But we do have the plateaus. And I've changed, instead of having a sign on the side of the door, we have a sign as we walk in. So, you know, watch your head. But it's going to be a sign going to each of the different sections. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to add that sign. And it actually makes it a lot easier to place these because it's just getting it to turn green and then line it up, build it, and then we're going to do this kelp forest. And then max it out. And I decided to keep the whole frame because it does look a little bit more like a hanging sign. And you just, yep, kelp forest is right here coming in. And then there's that one. Then we're coming back to Save Shallows. So, yeah, we've got all that going. I'm not sure I want to do it going this way. I probably will do something like in that direction. Oh, when you leave, it's taking you like, here's the, you know, gift shop type thing for this. So I might do something like that. But basically, yes, I do have everything mapped out. So we're going to be doing some building with it today. I've got a lot of quartz. I've actually made a lot of glass in preparation just so I could have more room for quartz, because I did go and get a lot of quartz for this. Another thing we're going to do today is, you'll notice on this one, plateaus, I have not done windows yet. I'm actually going to forego windows on all the new pieces, and do like just the main structure, and then go with the windows later. And I would say thank you, Mecro, for that, but I don't know about the boo. I don't like being booed. Alright, we're going to do... Still going to do glass compartments. I still want glass on this part. Like I said, I've got plenty of glass at the moment for this. And I'm actually going to have to take this out. Getting a lot of stuttering suddenly. Not sure why this just suddenly happened. Something in the background is now causing a problem. We're going to do... do like this. We're just basically... Because now I am going to have it connecting in an even spaced row on each side. You know, I thought about doing like a path, but as I started messing with the whole layout, it did not really work with the path idea. So we're basically going to have another row even all the way across like this, and then it's going to shrink in by one on each side, because I think we're going to be having some problems with the available spacing for some of the multi-purpose rooms because of rock growth. Bladderfish, they tend to get a little bit more spread out, but no, fish will respawn. I did have to go get some for this. Basically, this is all for the next one. I do want to get at least one more containment done. This is for the Grand Reef, Deep Grand Reef, because while the Grand Reef is like the above ground area or the, you know, surface direction area, Deep Grand Reef, same thing, basically just enclosed area. And we're going to do that. And I do have my biome listing with me open, so we will go. I'll pull it up, make sure I've got the right ones again. But I've already tried to prepare for that. And so, yeah, we're going to have... My first focus is to get this layout done so I know where everything's going. And then I'll worry about expanding downwards and building all the full depth containments. So, like right here, I've already got this. We're basically going to continue in this style direction with this look. And then we'll add all the windows at the very end. Where the cuttlefish eggs are, there's currently 4 in the game. I'd have to look to remember. I know there's one with one of the Dagazi bases, I believe. I think it's the Deep Grand Reef base. I really can't remember because they're not that, you know, it's only 4 of them. Generally, most people are like content with just one. And like Emerald says, precursor base. I'd have to remember which one it is. But yeah, there's only 4 total in the game. So unless somebody is being generous and popping them into their time capsules when they leave in each iteration of the game, you're not going to get any extra, really. Which could be an interesting thing to do. I mean, I've mentioned before somebody being generous, putting extra eggs in there to allow for people to have more cuttlefish, and since they do not reproduce. But you could actually do, I guess, get to the very end, put all your eggs into a time capsule, deploy it, and then reload your save, put them in the time capsule again, deploy it, and just do a lot of time capsules that way if you really felt like being generous. I'm pretty sure there's 4. At least at one point there was 4 in the game. I haven't looked in a while, but I know at one point I think there was 4 of them. There may have been 2 originally planned because of having them reproduce, but then they kind of took the reproduction aspect out. I've only got 1 right now. I still have to go get at least 1 more, but we are going to have, you know, in the end, at least 2. Because you want to have it look like they're going to be able to reproduce. Alright, let's see. I've still got yet 1 more on this side. Getting that stutter. There's something right there. 5 cuttlefish eggs. Okay, so 5 total. I'll see about maybe doing a video. It's been a while since I've done a tip video for this game. I thought I had covered pretty much everything for most part. Alright, so now we're going to build a 3rd piece back, but not at the far edge. We're going to build it where it goes. There's 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Same thing here. We're going to have 2. Like 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're actually going to be building from here. And then start building over. And that will give us enough, I believe, enough to cover all the biomes. Grumpy, you must be unlucky, because I've gotten quite a few good time capsules. Stuff with, like, ion cubes when it's, you know, very early in the game. Things like that. Time capsules with, like, laser cutters. Stuff like all the early game stuff that you might need. Stuff like cuttlefish? No. But, yeah, I've had some pretty good stuff, especially earlier in the game type stuff from the time capsules. So we're going to do 1 more. Oh, 2 more, because I've got the middle one as well. We're keeping that middle section back. So we got 1, 2, yeah, 2 more to connect in. And then I'm going to worry about lower sections. We'll do all of the lower sections. And Warper is like right behind me. Charlie, hi. Hi from somewhere in Europe, I take it. Alright, and we got that one. The UK. Alright, thanks for joining in from the UK. I have not yet seen some of the names I remember that we've had in the past. But it is a little earlier than normal. I did kind of bump it up at a request to try and make it a little bit easier for those of you who are watching this very late at night. Hopefully this helps you out. We'll try it for a couple weeks, see how it works out with everybody. Alright, so that should be it, I think. If my plan goes everything, that should be it. Because we got, yeah, that should be it. Now, obviously, there's some creatures I cannot just grab eggs for. We'll keep that as an open possibility to use some console commands for that. But otherwise, I'm going to try to keep it where it's just mainly the ones with eggs. Like sea treaders. I'm not going to get a sea treader in one of these. They have no room to walk around. But this should give us enough for all the major biomes and the creatures in them. Hopefully 3 containments high. Population level of 30 should be enough for all of them, but we'll wait and see. Maybe later I might add more stacks or more depth to each stack and just see if it will let me do, you know, down. We'll see how this goes. Maybe some of them I'll be able to get all the way down to 5 levels deep for this. So we're going to start here and start building downwards. Like I said, I'm waiting on the windows just to conserve as much glass and quartz right now as possible. Thank you for putting that in there, Emerald. I think I should have enough titanium. I did get quite a bit of titanium as well in the bulb zone. Large titanium chunks there to get, so that should be giving me enough. Plus everything I had left already. I'm thinking I have enough titanium for completing all of this. But we shall see. Either way, I think I can get most of this done before I start running out of any resources I need right now. Oh, the lag is really starting to kick in more. It's what happens when you build big bases. You always end up with lagginess in this. So, yeah, one more. Now I'm thinking, this is a very nice large area. I do still have my plan of a super massive amount of power for the base, just to say I can. So I'm thinking I might do, like people have suggested, build the foundations and then use that to help place all the thermal plants. Make sure that is lined up right. Yes, it is. Shrink ray and console to put them into the tanks. I still would have to be able to pick them up. Maybe Prime Sonic can talk with somebody else, some other modder, about adding them. Like we have the decorations fabricator and the seeds fabricator through the decorations mod. Maybe giving us an egg fabricator for certain creatures, or a baby creature fabricator, so we can add them and be like, oh yeah, now we're just gonna fabricate the you know, sea treaders. We'll make some baby sea treaders to throw in. It really doesn't seem like it would be nice for them, though. Sea treaders need to walk around a lot. That's what they do. They tread along a very long, winding path. They need to be able to walk. I feel like we'd be punishing them if we didn't let them have room for walking. Charlie, when did I start Subnautica? I started well in early access. I can't remember exactly what, you know, version number, but it was well in early access when I was playing, before, long before certain things were in the game and they had to keep adding stuff to it, you know. But I've been playing for quite a while. If you talk about today, the live stream, we've been going for 16 minutes so far. Alright, I can get one more, and then we're going to get some air. And my hull strength is dropping fast with this. It's only about to get worse with all the windows, too. I feel like in the end, once I get close to the end of the build for this, I'm going to have to do some rebalancing and make use of as many spots for windows as possible, so I don't have like 100 hull strength left in the end once I'm done with this. Yes, AZ, I started earlier. You asked, and so I decided we'll give it a try for a couple of weeks, see how this does. If it helps out with enough people wanting to join in, and they can join in for longer, we'll keep it going like this. Otherwise, we can always start maybe even a little earlier if it's still needed, or we might have to go back. Depends on how everybody does for it. But yeah, I started a little earlier, mainly from your request. And you have not missed much. We're just basically getting everything hopefully finished up today on the main part of the zoo. So all I have to do is add windows later. My goal is to try and get most of the containments actually built and have windows, the window dressing as it were, be the last thing to worry about on this. Alright, let's see. That's the last one there. And so, yes, I have cleared all of those. So we've got three tall on each one, and that gives us 7, 14, 9. Is that right? 6, 7, yeah, 7. That's 14. That'd be 19. So 19 total spots to put containments in, and hopefully cover all of the different biomes, with of course room for 2 more in the back if we need to. Charlie, alright, thanks you for joining in. You can always catch this later once the stream's over and it's processed on YouTube side. Alright, we're going to do containments now, and probably burn through my stockpile of glass and quartz. Despite how much I've made, it's probably going to not be enough. No matter how much I filled of this, it's never enough. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to put a ladder in temporarily here as well, just so I can get to the lower sections. And we're getting more of that stuttering over here. Something in this area is not playing nice with me looking at it. The golly New Year tomorrow? So you're celebrating tonight? Today? Whatever. My monitor's up on a shelf because of the design of the desk, and it's actually more comfortable for me like this. I like having my monitors up instead of craning my neck downwards more. Yeah, we're losing that FPS now, at least in this area. For some reason, something is not playing nice. My season where I did big bases, it was like the massive number of plants caused it. It really wasn't the solar panels as much as it was the massive number of plants that I put in one spot. And we're gonna keep going. So maybe it's something to do with the massive number of fish I've already got in the containments. This may end up being something that runs just absolutely horribly in this area, but we'll have a lot of fish in this area. Oh, yeah, really starting to see it when it's like completing another containment stack. Now we're going to, I'm actually going to hold back on doing all the plant life as I've already started because one, I don't know how it's going to affect things if we decide to actually lower these more, add like a 4th or 5th level to them. I don't know if that's going to make the ground part of it drop and the plants stay intact or if it's going to wipe the plants out and make me have to start again. Alright, let's see. We're losing direction here. Oh yeah, it's something with the containments are causing it. I think that's what it is, because it's definitely getting some stuttering effect in this area. Oh yeah, I think I've actually burned through all my raw titanium now. And I'm using up the metal salvage finally. If I run out of titanium before I run out of quartz and glass, I'm really going to be surprised on this. But if I do, I know where I can go find more. It won't be a problem. Oh. You're welcome, AZ. Yeah, what is it special? Is it something to do with just the morning hours of it, like the certain time the sun rises, or is it something to do with historical element of that part? Like in America, it's always about midnight when the day, you know, officially changes. If there's someone in the game that can use all resources up, it's me. Well, I may very well do that. If the game had an absolute finite amount of resources, we probably have already done that. But fortunately, stuff does respawn. Mainly the smaller pieces. The chunks do respawn as long as you apparently stay out of the area. And I think it has to do also when you have to save and exit the game while you're out of an area for big chunks to respawn. And I'm starting to think, based on what I've seen working towards getting stuff for today, it could also be something to do with how much you're harvesting of resources. Like if there's a lot of gold chunks left in the area that like I'm not touching now, that could be having a negative effect on me not having access to all of the quartz I might in an area, or magnetite like the JELLYSHROOM. JELLYSHROOM cave, a lot of gold chunks there. I have not bothered with because I have too much gold at the moment. And it didn't seem like the magnetite was respawning in the chunks, just the small pieces. I see everybody posting all the times. We don't have anybody here in the, you know, not the even hour time zones, but the half hour and quarter hour time zones. The ones that are just slightly off. In those different places of the world that do that. Yeah, I may have to turn my settings down after this. I do have them on a very high custom because normally I don't have a problem. I can usually run this on extra high settings, but usually I'm not sitting here with a oversized base. Yeah, we're definitely going to be having some problems. It's got to be the amount of containments and the mixture of the creatures in the containments. Not be a bad idea to actually go with any higher stat count for these. 3 might be more than enough for this. Because it seems like if it's the fish and the volume of fish, adding more stats is only going to make this worse. Yep. Alright. And moving on to the next one. We're almost done already with the actual containments. I did get enough in supplies this time, it looks like, to at least get the main structure done. Maybe get a few windows done too before end of the stream, but we're going to get the structure done first. That is most critical, so I can have this ready. And then it's just a matter of when I go out and gather fish, gather eggs, and start putting things in place. Unfortunately, some of the plants I want to use for these, like in the Lost River, those are fabricated. We're going to actually make use of the seed fabricator for a lot of these too, where we can. Alright, that's the last one on this row, so good. We are down to just 6 more alien containments. Which means another 30 glass. This is when it's going to start getting into low resource counts. This is where I might start running out. I made a lot of glass, but not that much. Well, the reason, Cameron, I don't stream on Twitch as often as I would like, and I'm sure as other people would like, is because I also have to spend time during the week working on stuff like this for the games. Like for the stream, I have to put in some time during the week to prepare. I have other games that I'm playing currently on YouTube that I have to put in time. So I have the time I have to play in the games. I have to actually record the video and then edit the video, and that takes up time too. If this was a full-time job, I'd be streaming probably 4, maybe 5 days a week on Twitch, because I do like the streaming element on Twitch a little bit better. Even though Twitch does seem to have some problems in terms of like the resource usage. When I'm streaming on Twitch, I end up having more problems with a stream client taking up a lot more resources on the system than it does when I'm streaming on YouTube. But I just like the stream platform better on Twitch. But yeah, this is not full-time for me. I work a full-time job. So this is on top of a full-time job doing everything. And that's it. That is all of the containments. Completely done. I believe. We don't have anywhere else where we can go on this side, so we've got... Yeah, that's all of the containments. The vertical height of each one, the containment itself in each one. Now it's a matter of starting to label and put stuff in. So, I'm gonna save. Because I know what happens in this. I'll get a bunch of work done. That's when I happen to just get killed. So... Oh, actually, I can take some stuff back out. I'm going to do this containment a little different. Because we have two places, two biomes, that are land-based. And I really don't need to put those plants in here. So we're going to actually use this as the land-based biome area for plants, bulbo tree, stuff like that. Even though we have them in food, we also have other plants that are not food, grub basket, things like that, that I want to be able to put in. And we may I'm just going to go ahead and take out the containment completely. That way, this will cut down a little bit on some of the lag, hopefully. Just that one last. And then, we'll see if I actually need the full stack of 3 for this. So this is going to be, land flora. So we'll have one spot just for that. Ties in kind of nicely right behind the gift shop and cuttlefish area. And, oh, I'm going to use a lot of copper on this. So this one, is I've got my map that I kind of typed out right here. So this is going to be Grand Reef. And that's the one I really want to do today because I do have the stuff for the Grand Reef. I think I have all of them. I double checked, but I could always have just missed something in the end, miscounted. We're going to do all the signs for the ones I have finished right now. And I'm rethinking now some of the other ones, like the picture frames. Maybe not doing those unless I can find, or somebody wants to make for me some very specialized images to put in them. Kind of like what we said you see in a museum or an aquarium. It actually would have information on the type of fish that are in there. So yeah, so any direction we come through now, we're going to see Grand Reef on that. Let's go ahead and get our hatch so I can have this, and then we'll go check my fish stockpile. Also need to get some food in me. I love how you add a hatch inside to the containment that's inside. And suddenly you lose hull strength from a hatch that's inside the structure. Not open to the outside of the structure, it's on the inside. But you still lose hull strength on it. Like, that seems... Like, if that's going to take hull strength, why is it that I'm not losing hull strength when I put a shelf in? Welcome aboard. The Bengali day starts when the sun rises, so you're not worried about midnight like we are. You're just like, oh yes, sunrise, and hey, new day. Go shopping at a special deer named Penta Bat. I think I'm getting that right. I hope I said that right. If not, you can scold me in chat. That's fine. And then you do more shopping and... Okay. Yeah. No, so a big shopping day type sort of thing. Rather than go out and get drunk during the day. Oh. Oh, I did miss one. Oh. I missed the corner one that we built last time. I did miss one. All those are fine. I missed this one. Okay then, so we'll get this one going. PDA pictures, I thought about that too. That means a lot of picture frames getting spread around for that. And I kind of want to use like the vertical picture frame. So I don't know if some of those are going to play perfectly nice with those. Well, I was hoping to use maybe some custom stuff that also feels more like you're in a museum, like it's talking about the biome itself, sort of thing. Or, you know, you go to an aquarium, it has stuff talking about that particular biome. I thought that would be kind of nice. We'll go ahead, we'll actually do windows, because I do have enough for this. We'll put the windows in the corners for the land-based plants. I feel like I can at least get all the planters in there. Drinking is not very famous for the New Year. Oh, wait. You probably remember it better than most people in America do. America, it's the trend to drink and forget the New Year. Or maybe it's to forget what you did the past year, as opposed to what you had wanted to do. Like, oh yeah, my plan was to lose 10 pounds this year, and I gained 15 instead. So I'm going to get drunk to forget about it. And this year will be different. Maybe it's that sort of thing. Alright, let's see. We're going to check. Double check myself on this. Why, I've got the biome list all pulled up. And there are some biomes I'm leaving off. Like, the crater edge, there's really nothing there special other than, like, ghost leviathans that we cannot, of course, get without doing special spawns for them. So I'm leaving them out because I don't have anything in that area, really, that stands out. No flora, anything like that. Certain other things are being left out. So for the Grand Reef, we have bladderfish, eye-eyes, ghost leviathans, which, you know, we're not worried about that later. Probably not, because that may cause more problems with performance. But hoopfish, two peepers, the sea treader leviathans are technically part of it too. But I think I'm going to do like a sea treader's path as a separate thing. At least I've got that counted for in there. Because they do have the cave there, which has some different plants than what we see other places. Shoal fish, of course, we can't do. Spadefish, which I've got the eggs. And warpers, which we can't do. So that's all of those. And then the membrane tree for flora, I've got one of those. Well, actually, we're going to start with one and maybe do the anchor pods like that. And also gel sacks can go in. We may try to do the Ghost Leviathan spawn. I'm really hoping somebody will just say, here's a mod that has the same thing, what we got with decorations for the fish. Because I feel like that's going to cause problems trying to spawn them in and make them work right. Definitely something, if I try that, we're going to save right before I try that. Let me find my Deep Grand Reef. So I've got everything for the Grand Reef. The Deep Grand Reef is really just the crab squids. And I think the flora is the same. Anchor pods. We've got the boomerang already, the crab squid, the jelly ray. Pretty sure that's jelly ray. Then, oh, Reginald. I need two. There's Reginald in the Deep Grand Reef, too. So I need to go grab a couple of Reginalds before I do this. But, yeah, we can... That's the Deep Grand Reef. And actually, I'll put one of these back just for now. Oh, maybe they'll add more eggs with the release of, like, below zero. You know they're focusing mostly on that right now. And, of course, getting this finished up for PlayStation. But I would like to see certain things adjusted for in this when they finish up below zero. Because the eye are a different food and water value in this game than they are in below zero. They changed below zero to have no bladderfish, so yeah, we've got instead eye that are kind of the bladderfish of that one now. Why are you in there? Why did you sneak in again? Well, you quit sneaking in. You're using up my population. And you are outside of it. Maybe they could release something to fix the bugs like this, where fish just swim inside without being hindered in any way. Alright. Going back. And now... I did add one other thing. This will be useful here. I have the bioreactor on the Cyclops, but I don't need it yet. Really don't need it that much right now. We could do... I added a garbage can. Because, you know, or trash can. Because we really need a place, you know, for the kids to throw their candy wrappers in such a way. Throw away all their stuff from the vending machines. Which way was it? Yeah, this way. And this way. Grand Reef. Alright, here we go. We're going to throw in... Yeah. Yeah, I got everything. So, to them. And to them. Oh. They're wiggling. They're not wiggling. Oh wait, and I need to plant. I'll go ahead and plant this. I do have replacements for that if I need to get them. Alright, so there goes that. Hopefully they'll hatch before we get too far in with the other fish. Because that is a lot of smaller fish in there. Yeah, more optimization would be good as well. Fun question, flat earther? No, I'm not a flat earther. I do not believe the earth is flat. I mean, I'm not one of those people that, like, was it they got the flat earther show, or I remember seeing some preview for it. Some guy was like, look, I can look across the water there and see, like, Seattle or something. That says the earth's not flat. And I'm like, if that's your whole reasoning for it, you are a complete idiot. You know, you put any curved surface large enough, it's going to look flat from your standpoint. So, yeah, it's... And then, you know, they've got... Like, what was it? They said, we're going to send this up, a drone or something into space, and take a picture. And then when they did, it was like, hey, there's a curve. Oh, that's just lens distortion or something like that. I think they tried to rationalize it off as it was something else. It's just, I really don't get why people are so adamant about, no, Earth is flat. You know, we kind of got past that point centuries ago. We knew centuries ago Earth is not flat. Alright, so we have Grand Reef going. We have the entire structure laid out now. So, yeah, let me check and see what else we have, because I've got more we could start looking for. We're going to have to go find more stuff, obviously. Beyond what I have readily available at this moment. I feel like I've got some of the stuff maybe for the Jellyshroom cave, because I did go there recently. I may not have quite all that I need. I do need to do some more plants here. Like I keep saying I'm going to do some more of those, and I haven't done it yet. I need to get more like that. We're going to have those in the Lost River. I want to have that in Jellyshroom, Bulb Bush, you know, of course. We'll have to kind of focus on some of the more interesting plants while I'm thinking. And again, I went up, not down. Oh, down. Alright, Oculus Reginald. And let me see what else we got in Jellyshroom. Jellyshroom is really kind of, you could lump it in with the plateaus, but at the same time, it's also borders along the kelp forest a lot. So I decided to just keep it separate. But in some of these, I'm lumping the cave sections in with them to make it just so it's a bit more consistent. So, Crab Snake, II, and Oculus. I actually have Oculus here, so I can have plenty of food production and biofuel production if I decide to put in a bioreactor. And IIs, I did grab some more while there, and I do have some Crab Snake, I know. So this one might actually work out better in terms of what we get to see. We may actually be able to see an extra crab snake than we're seeing like the sand sharks and such. Australia exists, of course. Australia exists. I've had kangaroo from Australia. Not fresh, it was jerky, but I've had kangaroo jerky. And I've got hot sauce made in Australia. Let's see, alright, oh yeah, I need to go to the Cyclops for the other stuff. Oh boy. I need GPS. You're right, I need GPS just to remember how to get around this place. This is definitely a much more widespread base than I have tended to do before. And I'm actually building with a lot more of a focus on real, like, functionality kind of stuff for it. Instead of like, oh, here's a dock that just kind of works. Okay, I've got those extra. I feel like I went and got extra just so I don't have to go back for other stuff. Because we've seen that too much. I get what I think is enough and I have to go back. Oh, I looked at the wrong one. Look up here. II, yes. 2 II, 2 Oculus, and then the crab snake. We're going to make the jelly shroom happen. We are going to make the jelly shroom one happen as well, and I'm going to go get, let's see, what pieces, what flora do I have in there? Cave bush, okay. I'm going to have to get that. Pearl papyrus, jelly shroom, red wart, also a bunch of stuff. So we just need like 1 jelly shroom piece for it. That's all. Oh, and so I accidentally clicked and rearranged everything. I wish it would stop doing that. It does that way too often. Yep, Mr. Spicy and his hot sauce. I've got quite a collection right now. I bought several new ones about a month ago. And had them sent in, and one's a ghost pepper, smoked ghost pepper hot sauce, and another one's a black garlic and Carolina Reaper hot sauce. So where's jelly shroom is going to be the far end on this side. All right, so it's going to be here. I got everything backwards. That's the problem. Almost feel like I want to still build in the other direction if I can. At least the tubes to connect the different pieces so I don't have to walk through from the corner ones. Alright, so this is JELLYSHROOM Caves. Hey, it let me type the whole thing. Awesome. There we go. And down. Need to add my hatch, which is, of course, going to lower my integrity, even though it's inside. People troll that Australia doesn't exist. That's just silly. Like, it's there. There's products coming from it. Where are they coming from? The underside of the flat Earth? From somewhere else? Somewhere in space? Oh, no. Oh, it did it. Oh, one of my Oculus is infected. That means this whole thing's going to be infected now. Yes, I can pick these up. Good, let's get you before you... Wow, okay, so if I pick up eyes with the claw, it doesn't treat it like I've discovered them. Apparently, picking them up with your hand, it does it that way. I'm going to have... Oh, that means my... That would mean my Oculus are all infected, too. Back in the other containment. PewDiePie's congratulations song is banned in India. Did he, is he still neck and neck with T-Series? I know Jacksepticeye posted or tweeted something recently about, oh, here's what you should viewer count was, what, you know, subscriber count was, and it was his Twitch against, or no, maybe, yeah, it was his YouTube versus Ninja. Because I think Ninja's more focused on really Twitch anyway. That's his big thing. Launch console and cure them? I don't even know the console command for that off the top of my head. I would have to look to find that command. So unless you want to toss it in real quick, I'm just going to see if this, you know, I'm just going to toss them back in. Hopefully they're not infected. I mean, technically I could just console and spawn in fresh ones, but the problem was I don't want it to be like the water's tainted, because I've seen that where I took it out of the water and then, or took an infected fish out and then the water was still infected. I wish it would show which one was infected. Like, show visibly on the icon there. They just assigned, I'm going to assign one here. Alright, you're getting dumped. And not in a, you know, romantic way. You're getting dumped in the trash can. The garbage disposal. I think that's it. Alright. Alright, you're cured. The eggs don't matter, I don't think. Cure and number? Like cure plus 6 for 6 fish? Or cure plus 6 for 6 meters around me? And I'm already going, oh, well, wrong way now, but if they update this again, they need to update it and fix the ladders. Like, seriously. And how did I get an infected fish from in here? They're not infected. It got infected while I was carrying it. Like, it got infected while I was swimming outside. Didn't I leave a connector out here, or was it? Yes, there we go. Left a hatch here. Meters. Okay, if this still gives me an infected fish, I'll do that, because I really don't want my aquarium to be infected. That would look bad. Mommy, the fish is sick. Why are they dying? Somebody at the aquarium zoo would lose their job. Like, yeah, we just lost all of our specimens in this tank to the bacteria. You haven't been doing your job, and we're not happy about that. Alright, I'm looking. Alright, none of them are infected right now. We'll give it a moment and see. I really hope this does not change. There we go. JELLYSHROOM is in place now. Okay, too much back and forth about Australia and New Zealand. Like, who... It's like the chicken and the egg. Who came first, Australia or New Zealand? Are you Aussie or Kiwi? Alright, let's see. I'm going to start getting the... Yeah, I'm going to start putting my signs up. I did get some copper as well, so I can try and see if we have enough to at least label most of this. So, crash zone. That would be the crash zone. Even though it really doesn't have much diversity, I decided to do the crash zone, which should mean this is Grand Reef. Yes, okay. Go right there. And these are pretty cheap, so I think I should be alright for the most part. Oh boy, yeah, losing that FPS there. And yeah, this has got that direction too, so we'll do that. Oh, you can see that lag right there. It's like when I'm moving, I guess, and something with the fish in the distance. Old Town Road Song. No, I don't think I know about that. Which mod, Caleb, are you having problems with? And I say it's not a matter of the chicken or the egg, it's a matter of which dinosaur came first. I can't remember his name, but there is a paleontologist, and his joke is, my favorite dinosaur? The chicken, because it's delicious. Alright, so we're at land flora, the land plants. So this will help me keep track of where I am. This is going to be Sea Treader's path. Alright. We'll get each side. Oh, this is going to be so laggy when it's all filled up. This may be worse than the, like, 100 plants I had in my other game. And we're not even done. This is only, like the first base. My plan, as I've said in previous streams, is to keep this going until Below Zero is pretty much ready to come out. When we get a release date for that, we'll be wrapping up this whole thing right here. Alright, so Grand Reef Bulb Zone is what I kind of planned for this one. I try to keep them somewhat to the, you know, proximity of each other, like the ones that are kind of close together. I wanted to try and do it that way. Did not work as well as I would like, but we're going to make it work the best we can. I do like the way the signs are working out. It's the bulb zone, not the bub zone. I am not Wolverine. I'm not going to call you Bub. Yeah, I knew they were going to have to change the release date. Everybody's been saying it's going to be out in October on this day. Like, no, it's not. That's tentative. And there's a very good chance that's going to change. I mean, look at, like, you know, original Subnautica. It kind of was planned to be out a little bit earlier than it actually came out. You know, they still did pretty well at the end when they said, all right, we're releasing on this date. And then they actually did. Of course, we still got updates afterwards with bug fixes. We'll see that with Below Zero. But, yeah, it's already gone from October now to December. Like they said there by Cameron. It's just going to be... It's going to be touch and go. I'm hoping they'll still get it out this year. But there's no guarantee for anything like that. Depends on what trouble they run into. Ah, even just standing here, you can see how the fish are stuttering a little bit. This may be a case I'll have to turn the quality level way down in the end. Alright, so we're back in the land flora, right? What is? Yes, okay. That's going to pretty much have that half of it labeled. Be awesome to see somebody make a mod that allows for snapping points of certain things like the signs. Make it easier to place them, or, you know, building grid type thing to help line things up on walls. I did put land flora, right? Yeah, okay. Want to make sure it's consistent. You wouldn't want to go to a zoo or aquarium where one sign said one thing and another sign said something else, or you had misspelling. So I'm trying to make sure this is consistent. Be my luck that I missed something on it and had it inconsistent. All right, so we've got size lag. We're here in the gift shop. Cuttlefish area, land, plants, all the ones to the left are done. So we gotta go this direction. Reaper and the crash zone containment. I would like to do that, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. And yeah, as Emerald's saying, it's not going to glitch out. It's more of that feature they left in the game of we're going to make it where it can just go through walls, so we don't have to worry about collision detection with it. And that's what's going to happen. Is it's going to be it's just going to glitch, or not glitch out, but it'll go right through the containment wall and just keep going. That's why I've seen people, I know at one point they were doing like containment designs, like little structures to contain the Reaper Leviathans, and then they're getting mad when the Reaper Leviathans just went right outside of the containment because it swam through the wall. This is going to be our lava zone area, which is going to encompass both the active and inactive, because they're very similar overall in terms of plant and animal life. There we go. Hopefully I'm not getting like a ton of lag from the signs too, because we're going to have a lot of signs in the end. Oh, once we're done with this, the final thing on this will be, I'll do an upload for this so everybody can download and play with it. Oh, though I would say it's definitely going to be one you'll want to make sure you have all of the mods needed. I'm not sure if like the plant decorations mod will be necessary for those that once they're planted, they're there. But certain things, like if you do not have the, the auto sort mod, and you load in, like when I did an update to something, it didn't load the auto sort mod for some reason. Something crashed on that, and what happened was I had no lockers. It was not in this, it was in my current Dragona's mod series. I loaded in one time and all the lockers were gone in the Cyclops, and I freaked out like, oh no, I just lost everything. So I went back out and looked, and besides being there an update for one of the mods to compensate for something, it was also an update on that mod, I think, or another one that had caused a problem. So if when I do this, you'll want to make sure you get all the different mods as well. And I never did come building this one. Hopefully I do not run out of glass here. It was an hour into the stream and I'm still working on just getting the basic structure still done. I knew this was going to take some time. We've got the layout. I just got to get all the signs and get everything done, and that will leave us with nothing but getting fish and plants for this. AZ, it's still will be a case of like if I built the containment and put the Leviathan in, it's still going to glitch out. Oh, and here's another one I never built containment in. Ugh. Man, I'm slacking. I missed a couple of these with containments. Oh, I got all the containments built. Apparently, I missed these on the edge. Fallout building system. I'm really not that big on the Fallout building system. Yes, it does give a little bit more variety in terms of certain things, and certain things will snap, but then there's other stuff that just does not work very well. Like, you know, the conduits will snap to existing ones, but the conduits for the walls will not snap right. The ones that actually go through the wall. There are certain things in the Fallout building system that should be done better than they are. I need to get something to eat and drink, but I also need to finish this because I'm about to need to recharge. I am really building a lot this time. Usually we go from like 100% to like maybe 50 by the end of the stream, but now I'm actually going all the way down to empty. And oh, I did forget about, wow, I forgot about a lot more. I was like, oh, all the containments are done, and I forgot about several of them. Well, land floor. Okay, so this was going... Let me just go ahead and do the label so I remember which one I'm doing. This would be blood kelp. And now I've got to get more containment. So maybe I still have enough for all the containments. Spawned a small sea dragon and it destroyed the base. Well, I am not going to do that. I do not want the sea dragon doing anything like that. Maybe if you spawn the sea dragon by itself in containment, it's not going to be a problem because it generally is only going to use the fireballs when it's trying to attack a fish. Maybe if I do that, like, oh yeah, here's this. We'll have to do one for like the... Maybe we could try that later. Do like... I do have space possibly on the back corners for additional 2 containments. So we could try that, one for Sea Dragon, one for Leviathan, and put them in by themselves. Mainly, at least the Sea Dragon by himself would be like, these are the dangerous ones. These are the ones you don't want to tap on the glass. Alright, see you, Cameron. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh. I'm going to push all the way through to the point where I'm really about to die of dehydration on this. Wait, is this blood kelp? Did I... Yes, blood kelp. There we go. Oh, it may be something also to do with the bubbles. With how many bubbles are being made in the containments. Because that could have something to do with it, because there's a lot of bubbles being generated, you know, like from the water circulating, and that could be causing some of the lag. Alright, so blood kelp. Make sure I'm facing the right way. Alright, Lost River is right there.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
And I did get that. Well, let's go ahead and get fluid intake. I'll get my food and recharge my ion battery. Actually, we'll just go ahead. We'll go until it's empty. Actually, so I can say I drained the battery completely at this point. Yeah, might be wrong now. I'm definitely probably a good time to save. It's not. It also gets worse the longer I play. Like at the end of the stream, it will take several seconds for the save to occur. That was actually fairly quick right there. Alright, and I know everybody loves their own particular plants. I'm going to do the marble melons. Because that means they're more balanced in terms of everything. And there we go. Back to pretty much full with just 2 sets. Oh, yeah. And I still have more plants to put out here, too. It's just going to get worse. Definitely something, if you download the save when we're done with all this, you have a heftier computer, or you make sure that you have your graphics settings turned down. Alright, Lost River. So that lava zone, Lost River. We're going to get the edge one here, which is... I kind of was back and forth on this one, but it does have the cave systems, so it will give us more variety from the caves. We're going to do sparse reef in here. Space reef. Alright. And we're going to do the dunes. Kind of the, you know, not so flora and fauna filled areas over on the edge here. Oh, I'm out of copper. I did it. I ran out of copper. Wow. Alright, so I guess it's time to finish up more of the containments then. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go get more copper for this. Oh boy. And all these ladders will come out eventually. Once everything's kind of in place and I'm satisfied, I'll come back, take these out. Gives me a nice replenishment of titanium later. But also just, hopefully will help some on maybe the performance by having the ladders not there to be rendered. Shouldn't use that much resources for it, but it's always, at this point, good to throw in a little extra to help out. So we'll just do that. And I'm going to leave the hatches on each one at the bottommost level. Just so if we ever need to go in, do some kind of cleanup or maintenance, we'll go in. We'll add the ladders back in and do it. Yeah, I cleared all the copper that I had in storage, as opposed to clearing out all my glass and quartz that I had in storage. Oh. Alright. So that one's built. Oh yeah, stutter. Oh. That one's built. Okay. I think what happened is I came back through this direction and then just kind of missed the middle ones. So that should be all of them now. And Lava Zone I could easily do right now if I really want to. I think we'll wait. And do that later. Land Flora. Actually, you know what? I've got power left in this. It's time to... I want to keep it maybe just the one level if I can. Oh, we've got some hatching going. I feel like I don't want to go 2 levels on this, because why would you go in some place where you're like, I've got to climb down a ladder to see the next floor? No. We're just going to do the grow beds. And this place is going to be like decked out with, I mean, 1 of each of the tall plants and 2 of the smaller plants. AZ, do you not have to actually go, like, to school? I guess New Year, you don't have to go to school for New Year. You're just going to go do your celebration, your celebratory shopping. Are you buying, new computer equipment? Or are you just going to shop, like, is it a shop in your area instead of ordering stuff online type thing? Ooh, I don't know if I actually like the way that's going. Yeah. It feels so enclosed this way. I mean, it's going to let me put a lot of plants in, but it feels like it's enclosed. I think I want to try the long planters that we get from the decorations mod instead. And then we'll have the planter pots as well, kind of spread around too. I'm going to have to do some planning on this and think about all the different flora that we're going to need. Where is that one? Where's the long planter? Oh, there it is. So yeah, we do like a long planter, which 1 on each side will give me a bit more room. And then we could do the planter pots around it too. Like small plants in the pots, and then bigger plants along the back so they stand up over the small plants. You have a week away from school because of Easter Black Night? I don't get weeks away anymore. I get my vacation each year from work. That's it. My last vacation was me home working on YouTube stuff all week. I'm thinking this year I'm gonna have to save my vacation for the point when I finally find and buy a new house to make my vacation about moving into that house, taking like a week to move and get everything set back up. I still have to find the house first, so I've got a good bit of time left. Now this doesn't feel that much better now. I like the idea of the planters being set like that, where they're in front, but really doesn't feel all that much better. I'm going to stop on those. I'm going to leave just one side with long planters and one side with the pots as well. And then get everything going and start trying to build it in. The gift shop looks good. I need to put signs up for the pricing on everything else now. Of course, I'm out of copper at this point, so we're going to have to go get copper. Lucky you staying in bed. I can't do that anymore. The latest I sleep, even on a weekend, is like 8:30 because I'm always awake anyway, just being used to getting up much earlier for work. And of course, my dog likes to wake me up when he's getting a little restless and wants to go do his outdoor business. Let's see. We need. Why do the cove trees not show the eggs now? They're supposed to be showing their eggs. Oh, it's just like showing very see-through. I feel like I thought it looked a little bit brighter before at one point, but I guess I could be wrong on that. Alright, we have some stuff here. I feel like I need to get some more ion cubes going for sure. Since this is finished, let's go ahead and use up some of my glass, my windows. Go ahead and start doing that. That way I can have this going, then worry about the reinforcements elsewhere. This is where all my negative hull strength is going to be coming from. And then my storage area is going to be where all my positive is coming from. Like that right there. Oh boy. Oh, did I do it? I did it. I am out of glass and quartz now. Oh. All that. Finally, all that. Oh, yeah. You see how much even getting in, it's still kind of lagging. Just in this area. Alright, we're going to swap you out. We'll reload. Recharge my battery. Get some more food. Yeah. Alright. Good time to save. I'm out of glass, I'm out of quartz, I'm out of copper. I am draining all of my resources. I'm still not out of titanium, but I actually didn't need as much titanium this time. Let's, I've saved. So, we'll go down to the, containment facility and snag some ion cubes while I let my ion battery recharge. I also did add a new mod. It's at the bottom of the list if you are inclined to look at that. I did add, after a recommendation last week, the upgraded vehicles one that the deeper you go, the faster, stronger things get. So hopefully I won't get one shot today at any point by the Leviathan, the Sea Dragon. Not Leviathan, he's a Sea Dragon. Even though he is a Leviathan class, he doesn't get the Leviathan name. He's just a Sea Dragon. I'm gonna stay behind you. I love how these are sonic deterrents, and yet he's just swimming right around them like it's nothing. Alright, you're going that way. So I'm going to park over here this time. And I did save, so hopefully no problems. Oh, I heard him kind of grunt, roar a little bit right before.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So I don't know if maybe he finally saw it and decided to try to attack my sea ball. And it is not using the speed mod right now. Storage. Yes, I do have a few. Well, my sea moth's not moving. That's a good sign. Very good sign. I never did scan these. I as well do that while I wait. You know, all the stuff I scan in the game and unlock new things, like the alien stuff I scan and unlock new stuff, how come I'm not getting new things like that? Like organic matter particulator. Why does that not give me something like that? And, oh, nanobots. You know, I got nanobots. Let me unlock a new technology so I can make robots that will go and handle gathering supplies for me. I think it would be like some of this stuff would unlock more things. Rudimentary tablet, I can understand. That's like them testing things. Holographic projector. Not really something I guess you could use that much. So it'd be cool to have a holographic projector showing off certain creatures and like, you know, like the more aggressive ones where we can't really get them to spawn and rot. Ancient Earth Blaze. So it was like, oh wow, they've been to Earth. Not like we found it from some other, you know, they found that some other alien civilization that happened to create a similar thing. Yeah, it's still lagging way down here. Yeah, if it's still going to cause breaches like that, I'm probably not going to spawn them in. It'll be a case of if I do that, I'm going to spawn them in and test. I think he's been trying to shoot hit my sea moth over there with his fireballs because he just shot some in here. You know, that whole no collision effect for the sea dragon and the reaper leviathans, because you know that would just make sense and make it have to be more coding to work right. All right, I've got quite a few of these. Twisted my ankle. Let's go, because he is attacking in here. That does worry me that he's either shooting at a creature over here and just happens to be in this direction, or he is attacking towards a sea moth and it's shooting inside. But yeah, that worries me. Subnautica is a story of something that happened long ago or going to happen sometime in the future. I have to say it'd be long ago would not work so well because we're humans, you know, advanced humans. It'd be kind of like this is the group from Atlantis type thing, you know, some ancient human civilization we have no record of, and they just happen to fail enough to destroy themselves. Oh wow. So that, oh man, talk about struggling. It is struggling to load the terrain in front of my face between me and my base over here, because I have that much going on the base now. Yeah, we're Yeah, I'm pushing the limits on this one. We're going to get to a point where the game's just practically unplayable. And I'm going to dump these here. Rather than into the Cyclops, I'm going to let everything dump into... I'm going to dump everything into here just because that way it stays where I need it most. Which is for making stuff. But let's see, what do I have? I actually still have stuff. Ton of silver and everything. At some point, I'm going to start clearing like this. Alright, that one's gone. Oh yeah, no power. So that's empty, so what I could do next is just say, oh yeah, I'm going to take that one out, and then just slowly work my way to where there's nothing in there anymore. Okay, spawn the dragon just for fun after saving. We'll do that at the end of the stream then. We'll just save it for the end. Oh. Apparently I said something close enough to Siri. This done? Almost done. Very close. Perfect timing! Yes! Perfect timing. How's my bioreactor? Still going strong. Because I'm in a hot spot now, so I'm perfectly safe in terms of power. Alright, I am good to go. On that, we have stuff for plants. Let's do plants. Let's make some plants. I'm not going to take that. We'll do some decorative plants that I know I will be keeping. And actually, I'm just going to go this way and take those extra containers out. Start getting everything dumped into the actual storage over there. My dog is doing fine. He did get in trouble earlier today because I took him out to go for a walk, or go outside and let him use the bathroom. And somebody's walking by on the street. So what does he do? He goes up to say hi, being friendly, which is fine. Except then he keeps going with them. And I'm sitting there slapping my hands together, clapping, yelling at him. And fortunately, the person kind of stopped, wondering what was going on, and looked. And down to their feet on the side is my dog just looking up at him, wanting to be petted. And I'm like, I had to go down the street to get him, bring him back. And he wasn't too happy I didn't let him stay and play with his new friend. Other than that, he's doing all right. He's probably on the couch, perched up, looking out the window right now. Make sure. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to put that in there, and it's going to start dumping stuff in some of these. Yeah, let's clear this. Perfect! And that breaks it. Yeah, I still have like stuff for titanium here. Alright, those can wait. And I need the base to show on my map just so I could look at it and be like, alright, where am I at? Because, alright, this is one of the little just pass-through rooms. Which I will have to decorate those later as well. So there's all of our food production and our habitats. This is our central column that goes up. There we go. And that's that little temp room. But yeah, here we go. We're going to... Oh, let's... fabricator. Siege fabricator, back this way. Or, let me see, which ones do I want to use? I know... Actually, no, I want to put some in place. I want to see it growing, but at the same time, I don't want to... You know what? No, we're going to do it because I'm not going to expand these any further downwards. I don't want to build any lower. because I'm already having that performance issue. I know what's going to happen. It's just going to get worse. And, oh, I need to get that one, too. I didn't get a safe shallows from that side. So, yeah, we could put some plants in, because this is a good enough height for that. So, I want to play with some of the fancier ones. The little more interesting looking ones. So, I need Lost River, Lava Zone, and Lost River. So, Lost River, we have, let me make sure, I'm thinking it's 16 spots, right? Oh, I didn't even put a hatch in yet. And I have no quartz at all. None! I used every bit up. All the quartz. Gone. So, change of plans. Let's go get some supplies then. I need quartz, I need copper. And I need supplies for biome stuff. So, safe shallows, I still need some plants. You know, kelp forests, plateaus, plants, that's easy to get. Lava zones right here. Lost River's not far away. Crash zone, I could use some stuff from there. And that would give me some more quartz in the area. Not really big chunks, but at least some quartz. And yeah, we'll just head back up, start getting some more plants going, because I mean, that's pretty much done except for filling it in. And that's the other pain part, is having to go through and fill everything in like that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Well, somebody's not,
Engine
you know,
powering
attacking me, but they're close to it. Alright, we're going to go back up the tunnel. And get a little ways away. See this? Yeah, that's the zoo. And once I have all the windows in, it will be all lit up. And I'm sure I'm going to see it glitching through when I'm far away at points. You know, showing through the terrain. It's going to take a lot. Hey, Eric. That's alright. Thanks for joining in. Oh. Good, you're going the wrong way. I like it when he's swimming away from me. It means he won't chase me in this direction. Sea Dragon was coming. He's not that big of a deal. As long as he's not, like, you know, one-shotting my sea moth anymore. Which he shouldn't after having the new mod added in. I'm hoping once I get far enough away, we'll get the lag kind of out of the equation here, because it is still lagging all the way over here. And say like that, Lost River, I want to have those little glowy, little mushroom cap type things, fungus. I want to have that stuff kind of, like in the planter system there. So we're going to have to get quartz. I'm going to use that pyrocoral. That's going to be something else I put in there. Where are you? Oh, you're right on my tail. You're actually throwing my balance off. Alright, I guess we can turn that off now. Yes, AZ, I'll spawn the Sea Dragon at the end of the stream just so we can see how it will look. Right now, we still gotta get more supplies. Oh. Wonder, I need to also try, like here we've got, in the Lost River, the skeletal parts, all the skeletal remains. And I can make them in the decorations thing. It might be fun to see if it'll let me place them in a good way, where it lets them show like on the floor area of the containment. Of course, you're going to be kind of looking down from the edge, so I got to make sure they're out towards the edge so they're more visible. And time for the scanner, or sonar. Alright, friends are over that way, we're not going there. We're gonna go out this direction. And I did add one of the speed boost upgrade modules to this just so it'll go faster. Not adding too much more. I don't want to drain all my power efficiency, but yeah, I'm going a little faster than normal, so that will help get us along better. You accidentally disliked the stream? How did you accidentally dislike it? Did your hand shake as you were trying to click like on it? Ooh, mushroom bars would be a good one to go ahead and get some supplies from too as well. I still have 2 jelly ray eggs. Oh. Well, I need to also be kind of cautious right here because I am close to that Reaper. I might even where one of my scanner rooms will reach. No, I'm like right at the edge of it. So I could get all through there. That section will work. Alright, we're going to... Still stuttering. Not a lot, but it's still stuttering a bit. Alright, scanner room. That's... Okay, yeah, I can scan with it. Great. Quartz. Ah, bingo. Alright, so this is a good enough spot. I've got...
Powering down.
Ooh, wow, I used up a lot of power coming up here. Why did I use up so much power? I was in the thermal zone. I was right there with all the heat. I should have been getting plenty of power. I shouldn't have used that much coming up here. And I didn't use that much of a reduction in my efficiency.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, salvage. And I still have, I think sand shark. I think I have 2 sand shark eggs for use here. Would not be a bad idea to get more. And it might help if I stay in my scanning area. Yeah, it is continuing to stutter. Is that really all the quartz? Like, no more? Come on, there's quartz somewhere around here. I don't think I've drained that much from everywhere. Worst case, I know there'll be some still in the Grand Reef area. Grab lithium. Ugh. May have to go... I haven't been to the dunes yet, and usually the dunes has a lot of quartz outcroppings, but also Reaper Leviathans. One reason I have not jumped at the effort to go there. And what we got? Creature egg, one of those. I'll take all the extras I can. The more I get, the better. And the rest can be dumped in the trash bin. Alright, some quartz there. I'm not going to get anywhere near as much as I got off screen for this. I'm just going to get some so I can get in with my making a hatch. That's the main thing. I need a few pieces so I can make a hatch. And then we'll worry more about the creatures and plants. Oh, can I open the box? No, I cannot open the box. I can smack it, but it won't open it. Another battery, of course, because you know I need batteries like crazy now. Go ahead and fill up my inventory with more titanium stuff. Oh yeah, copper. Gotta remember to keep looking for copper too. I need that. Actually, that would be a good reason to go to the dunes. Dunes, right there, that mushroom area. At the edge of the dunes, there's a lot of copper, typically. Or at least, you know, the big outcroppings, not the little single pieces like this. And I think there's some... I was getting some in Lost River, but I think I cleared them all. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere too close to where the Reapers are. They're usually on the further side of this. Oh yeah, we'll just harvest up. That's lead over there. I've got a lot of lead. I still don't need to worry about lead. Teleporters? That'd be useful if we had something like that. Like, hey, give us the option to build our own teleporters once we scan the arches, you know, in the game. Like, unlock that technology for us. And I am out of space. But not for a copper ore piece. They at least would give you an option to be like, you know, console command teleport type thing to your base specifically. That would be useful. But it really doesn't do that. It's kind of more like you teleport to a biome and then it always puts you nowhere near where you're building your base. I don't need creature eggs right now. But I think, not sure what that's doing. I think we'll head back this way. We'll go towards the dunes. I know where some of them, I know where the Reapers like to hang out there, so we'll avoid that area. And I can get a lot of copper, because I do have a lot of signs I still need to make. Catalan Moldovan, yes! Thank you for hanging out with us and being a fan and loving the channel. And I hope I said your name right. Is it Catalan or Catalan? Okay, mountain. Turning more that way. That should get me in the right direction. It'll also look for stuff pass by, or should be close at least to one of the blood kelp zone areas, I think. Actually, I want to look and see. Feels like it's showing the wrong percentage now. Like it's showing at the very top there, 62%, like it's treating it as though some of my batteries are empty too. But also at the same time, it feels almost like it's showing the wrong percentage for what I actually have power-wise in the Cyclops. I don't have full ion cube or ion power cells yet, but I have a good bit of stuff. And I think I'm going the slightly different direction than I intend, but got some resource deposits here. Let's do a quick scout. I don't know if they'll add the large room, because the large room is being based more around you being above ground and below zero, and most of our stuff here is underwater, where you want that circular room for the even dispersion of pressure from the water itself. And people have asked, and I'm pretty sure somebody said the devs confirmed they're not going to be doing any kind of multiplayer Subnautica, at least not in this or below zero. Now, that's not to say they won't do something later on, maybe partnering with some group that has experience with that sort of thing, because that's a bigger thing. That's hosting the servers, making sure everything keeps running. That's a lot of ongoing maintenance work there, beyond just the bug fixes in the end. But that's not saying they won't partner with some group eventually to do an online multiplayer version of Subnautica. Maybe some kind of world where you can build, claim like your own little space on the planet and build. But I think they've gotten more in terms of the story between us and the precursors that they want to get knocked out first before we see something like that. Okay, this is not... Still stuttering. Really not seeing anything here that is just standing out. The deposit was gold, so I don't need that. We'll continue on. Yeah, another thing with the MMO part is you'll have to think about the fact that what platform are they going to develop it for? Is it going to be PC only? Or are they going to try to do PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for an MMO? And if they do, are they going to be able to make it where all platforms play together? Or is it going to be a case of each platform is independent from the other? So you wouldn't be playing Xbox version with your friends on PlayStation or your friends on PC. So that would be another aspect to consider, is if they did do the MMO version, how are they going to develop it in terms of who plays with who, which platform, and which platform, of course, gets it first. We typically get PC first, because that's how it started. Then we got, Xbox. Now PlayStation's getting, that sort of stuff going. And that's definitely, developing for PlayStation is different from developing for PC. So there's different things they have to keep in mind when they're doing that. So that can also have an effect on slowing things down in terms of development. Yeah, no mobile platform. We're not going to see Subnautica on iPhones or Android. I don't see that happening, even with a tablet, because it depends. Like, some of the games, the way they have really good graphics is based in cutscenes and everything, and this sort of thing, with the amount of space the world will have to load, you probably have it where if they did mobile, it'd be broken up into chunks, where like, here's a chunk that loads in,
Powering down.
and as you progress further along, then another chunk has to load in order to keep the performance better. And that could have different effects with this game than what we're used to. What am I doing? I need to drill. I need to get my CMOF. Got me busy talking about stuff. Nintendo GameCube? Or Wii U, whatever like that. That depends on what Nintendo is willing to do in terms of partnership kind of thing.
All systems
Part of that, I think, is like how Nintendo's willing to help support it, or it depends also on the hardware. And again, you then have a different platform to build for. It's different things to code for. And you, sir, seem to be a little lost. Look like you're a little further away than you should be. And he's coming after me. Swim to the surface. No, I'm fine. It's alright. Oh. There we go. Jelly ray egg. It tells me now, jelly ray egg. So I don't even have... Yeah, I'm right here at the edge of where the dunes are going to be. Just a little bit further ahead. And there we are. That should be the crater. Yep. There's my crater, which means there is a Reaper there, and there should be one over there. So this is where I've built before. And I'm not that far away, actually, from the Cyclops. So we'll do another little scanner room over here. Make things a little bit easier. No, did not get anything for that. Let's eat. And save. I am near Reaper Leviathans. Let's save. And this is where, yeah, as I play longer, it does take more time to actually save each time. Like, just the performance issue there. But it's also a case of, you know, how much I have done and what's having to be loaded in. And I'm thinking we're going to build a little differently this time. I want to build on one of the trees. I believe, could be wrong, I may not have any magnetite. I may actually be without magnetite at the moment. Okay, some green somewhere. I guess I'm gonna build further down here instead. And of course, I am not close enough now. There are lava spires at a certain point that I could use to build and power this, but problem there is I have to go near the Reapers. Try to do that so I can get in, do my upgrades, assuming I do have the supplies for doing the upgrades that I need. And I need power. That's the problem. I don't want to do it that way. I think this might be one where I am doing bioreactor specifically. Or, I mean, I'm not that far down right now. Yeah, we'll just build a couple of solar panels up here.
30 seconds.
And of course I'm out of copper again. So I need more copper to get the scanner room going so I can find copper.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Alright, we're gonna do... we'll just go scout for copper, hopefully finding a deposit. And oh, I'm like right there. I might have to move. They actually end up taking that apart and moving it over here. depending on our friends that frequent the area. Oh! Perfect! There we go. Bunch of quartz while I'm getting knocked around. Need like some kind of spiky exterior type thing for it. It should have been like, oh yeah, here, add these exterior spikes. Keep creatures from attacking you, like biting on you.
Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it?
I think this is worth it. Man, I'm not being attacked yet. And this is not using the speed mod, right? Or the speed mod is glitching right now. I know I've gotten a lot of copper up through this area before. Or I did at one point. I'm not seeing any now. I hear. There we go. There's one. Right up. There we go. Yep. Get 4 quartz. I'll at least get anything. Anything like this works. There's some quartz over to the side there too. And I am stuttering. I think I'm looking in the general direction of my base. And that's making things stutter a little bit. Yeah, there we go. See, it's perfectly fine now. Functioning normally. So, don't look at my base. Don't look at it. The game will work fine. A special device to repair the Dagazi bases. That would be interesting, but at the same time, we do kind of have that Dragona's Retreat mod that I've been playing through, where it's sort of like the same thing. There's broken bases, but they're not as old as the Dagazi bases, so you can actually fix them up and do stuff with them. Which is kind of what I'm doing now, because I've already found all of them. Seriously, where's the quartz? I mean, not quartz, the copper. I found big chunks of copper here before. Quartz is nice. I would need quartz. A lot of it for windows, but that can always wait till later. More interested in the copper at the moment. I want to get my signs going. I want some signs. Alright, come on. So it's kind of frustrating. I did finally go with the drill speed mod, and it only works like every 2 out of 3 times, I would say, if even that. Maybe even only half the time. And it's like, it's not frustrating when you're used to the slow speed, but as you start using the mod and it's working, you get used to the faster speed. You're like, oh, this is so great. And now it's doing the slow speed. I know there's a Reaper nearby. He's hiding out. Fortunately, I do have the extra armor. So I should be alright. And I can also drill his face if he attacks me. Look for him. He's somewhere around here. I mean, I'm at the edge of the mushroom forest, so he's not that close. Alright, it's daytime. There we go. Alright, there's one. And I think that's just a spire. Okay, there's that. Got that one there, which means I should have passed one over here. Is that one there in the distance? Yep. Looking for the lava geothermal vents, because that will give me some useful power in here. There we go. Oh, yeah, he's over that way. I can get that and then put it up here. This should reach. Oh yeah, I'm not that far away. We're gonna take... I'm just gonna go swim back so I can use the prawn or sea moth as my marker for where I'm trying to go. Oh, some copper. There we go, a little bit of copper. I am streaming for at least another hour. Usually I stream for around the 3-hour mark, and then, you know, if my dog at that point has come in and started to be like, I'm sad, you need to take me out. Usually that's the point where I start to finish everything up to go take him out. But yeah, I'm going to go for at least another hour and see how it goes. Oh, hey, another jelly ray egg. You know, always good to have some extras. Never know. Don't want to be there and be like, oh man, now I need one more and I don't have it. Hence the reason why I have so much storage. Alright, so we're going to go to where my sea moth is. I'm going to rebuild that over there.
Engine powering up.
And that is going to give me some thermal power for that scanner room. Hello, creeper! Well, you know, as long as you're not a creeper like Minecraft and you're asking if I need you to blow up, no, I don't need anything. Alright. Good. Nobody is listening to, or no creatures are listening to my sub. Not you aren't listening to me. I hope you're listening to me. Oh, there's some more quartz. This looks like a good spot. Nice, somewhat decorative. Little placement. Okay, it'd be nice if we could network our scanner rooms together for a central control point. Or set it like, okay, you're going to have, you want to look for this, and as you come into the area of a scanner room, it automatically starts scanning for you, trying to find that particular item. Ooh, I think I'm out of range to build at the spire with the supplies in the Cyclops using the mod, so I'm gonna have to grab my stuff. I think, yeah, I'm definitely out of range. And there we go. Ooh, 2 more quartz outcroppings, good. Thanks for hanging out, Flaming Bacon. We'll see you next time. Oh, I think I see the elusive copper over there. I hope. And see, now this quartz, these outcroppings are working perfectly fine, and oh, I'm out of room. Alright, get in my storage. No, that's just some titanium. I'll go ahead and drop everything off. and get my supplies for the thermal setup. I'm thinking if I get placed right, one should be enough. One thermal plant should power
Systems online.
the scanner room long enough while I'm here to find everything. And save. Again, it's stuttering when I'm looking down towards the base, so I'm going to save now. Alright, thermal vent, 5 titanium, 2 magnetite, aerogel, 6 titanium, gold. Alright, let's find my 6. Well, we'll just do it this way. Instead of searching for the raw titanium, I'll just make it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to make some aerogel. Yep. Good thing I do have some gel sacks kept in storage for this purpose. And I need 2 magnetite and gold. Should be all I need now. I think I got, yeah, gold. Where's the magnetite, though? That's the problem. I know I have some magnetite somewhere. There we go. I'll have to stock up on magnetite again. I ran out, so. And I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go take the risk myself of coming here to do this without the protection of a sea moth. Just so I don't risk being detected using my sea moth. Alright, that's at the very top. That should be perfectly hot. And I might have to build another one of these. Get it connect all the way. Oh, some lithium. Oh. Yep, he's after me. I'm not even gonna look back. I'm just going. Yeah. No reason to look back. I already know he's chasing me. And let's see where I get this to connect. Wish the transmitters would link further away. Oh, come on. At some point, it's got to link. There we go. Okay. Maxing out my distance. And, alright. I'm going to have 3 of them then. Still better than trying to rely on solar power for this. And having to remember to refill a reactor rod with nuclear later on. So, yeah, like that. There we go. Get this done. I can scan for my copper. Normally I just kind of build scanner rooms and then take them with me, or I've done that in the past, but now I'm actually just... I'm getting so many things I'm having to go back for, I'm just leaving them in place, and then when all is done with, I'll take them back out. And that's funny, it said it was going to link, and then it doesn't link. Like, what the heck? It shows the link, and then it's like, nope. See if it's something to do with... Okay, come on. I am more than close enough for that. Like right there, it's not even wanting to link. Like there's something going on with that transmitter. It doesn't want to link properly. There it goes. That was weird. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Eric. Yeah, it'll take a little while for YouTube to process. You know, 3-hour stream takes a bit of time on their part to get the processing done. But, yeah, thanks for hanging out. You can catch the end of it whenever it's available afterwards.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hi, Mr. Peeper. Make as many range upgrades as I can right now, which is 1. That was my last copper. Alright. Since I'm here, copper ore. So, maybe that's copper right there. I didn't notice. Alright.
All systems online.
No, not copper. Silver that I already have enough of. And did this just spawn in? Like, did I cross some threshold where it decided to spawn in fresh quartz? Well, I feel like that was not there. There we go, copper ore. And it's actually copper ore, not like, you know, the outcroppings. Oh. Yay! I can finish my signs today. Oh yes, I'm going to be able to finish, I think, all of the signs, because that shouldn't take that much. It's copper wire, this is copper, yeah. Not as bad as getting quartz for everything. Like, is it? Yep, it's gone. It'd also be nice if they ever update this to fix the bug where you... Oh wow, it didn't affect me. He used the thing, but it didn't hurt me. Or it didn't turn my power off. Yeah, they need to fix it where the deposit, if you harvest it, it doesn't show on the scanner ping thing that it's still there. That's like one of the worst things right there, is say, oh yeah, you harvest this, it's gone, but hey, no, it's still there. Alright, Black Knight, thanks for hanging out too. I'll see you next time, or you'll see me next time, I'll talk to you next time. Ooh, 4. Yeah, they're getting a lot more of that lag now. Alright, let's go. Assuming this is... Yep, it's actually a new one. Good. I want to load up on copper now, because I haven't used as much at times, but now I'm going to need a bunch. Probably will need a lot more later. I think this is that one I already harvested, but, you know, it's still showing. Can't tell till I get right up on it. I think I've got enough of those eggs. Yep, that's the one I already got. Alright, let's upgrade. Stuff. And probably need to repair this a little bit.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, come on. Let me in. Park the car. There we go. Oh, yes. Plenty of copper, plenty of quartz. Go ahead, use what magnetite I have now. I want to max out the range on this, of course. Oh yeah, one thermal plant is plenty of power for it to scan. It's only now dipping down because I'm fabricating. Alright. Get your scanning. Expanded. You know what? Let's give it a second, see if it actually finds anything. I'm also, while I'm here,
Captain.
let's pull up the dunes information, since I'm here by the dunes, and it's a bit more dangerous. I don't want to have to worry about coming all the way back here too much. Flora, a lot of the stuff we can get other places. The flora is not going to be that hard to get. Once I get a good mixture of stuff going, I can just easily recut and plant. But fauna, wow, a lot. Okay, boomerangs, garryfish, gasopod, hoopfish, peeper. Of course, the reaper and reefback leviathans, rock grubs I can't get. Sand sharks. Shuttlebug, spadefish. So yeah, that's a lot of smaller fish in this one. And then the gasopods. So I can get all of those elsewhere. And I think I'd rather do that. I'd rather get them elsewhere than that. What's funny is it's showing for the dunes. It's not saying anything about the... well, I guess, yeah, that is technically... Yeah, that would be technically the forest, the mushroom forest. I could get all of those later, somewhere else, so we'll worry about that at another time. Oh, and my knives got swapped around again. It always does that random swap thing. Alright, copper ore. Lots of copper ore. Oh yeah, that's more, I believe, than what I had, so... A little bit further out, but, you know, some new copper deposits. I think. That's not new. I think it was more than what I had, I might be wrong. No, that's not. That's the same ones I've already harvested, so... Yay, that's all my copper. Let's switch then. I need to change the color. What else we can look for? Anything? Reefback and Reaper Leviathan. I'm pretty sure I will find them easily enough. We'll go... blood oil is actually right in the range. Let's just do creature egg. Let's see what creature eggs we find of interest. Could use another... another one of the crab squids. Be nice to go ahead and get one of those. I think I need a couple more of them. Oh, there we go. Creature eggs. We'll grab some creature eggs. A lot of creature eggs showing up. Okay, yeah, I think that was sand shark. Go ahead and grab all these, just because, you know, at some point I am going to need them. And anything I do not need, I'll chunk. You know, bioreactor or something, it can go somewhere. I'll find a spot for it. Oh, I saw it. Lithium. Wow. Way more creature eggs here than copper. Scanner room. Copper ore. Let's try it again. Let's just see, because of where I'm at now, maybe it starts to show some extra ones. It does act goofy at times, where it will only show stuff within a certain range of view, because it's not spawning anything in until you get in that range. Well, yep. I know I need a couple of more of you. I'm here. There we go. You know, we're gonna do biome specific thing for here. We're gonna do that. There goes some Gary fish. And some copper ore down the no. I think that's all stuff I've already found. Yeah, same one, still showing there because you know it never says the deposits have actually been harvested. All right, that's enough. Time to head back. I've got quartz. I've got a lot of copper. That's enough. We'll go on back and do some more building. Or at least some more sign making. I do need to put some more signs in. See, I'm only at 72%. It's like something's showing wrong in the power calculation. Alright. Back to our tunnel entrance, because it's a lot easier to go that way from here than try to find one of the other entrances to the Lost River and do the big zigzag. I'll just go up higher until I get more power. I want to see if this actually fully charges back up right, because I wonder... Ooh, there was an upgrade or an update to the more Cyclops upgrades. And, you know, previously I was seeing way more than the 100%. Because of, I guess, the way the calculation was done for power values. So maybe that's what was fixed, or has been fixed, is that it's now showing 72% of everything, as opposed to, like, where I had that one in my modded series where I was like 7,000 power, or 700%, 800% power. Maybe this got fixed now. At least I'm not losing power. Right. Black Knight left, Flaming Bacon left, but that doesn't mean we can't stop. We have to stop talking. Everybody needs to chat. That's part of what this is about, to hang out and chat while I build an unnecessarily large base. Oh, not close enough yet for that. Or also not going to be flying over a mountain either, so probably should turn around and go about this. You are chatting. I'm not seeing the chat going. I see Black Knight saying he's leaving and he'll be back. And then your response, Flame, for me saying chat. Hi, Jacob. This is where I'm going to be chased by Leviathans. Give it 5 minutes. I know we're up coming up on a 2.5 hour mark. I know we've already got through a large chunk of the stream, and of course most of what I was already planning to work on. We're not done yet. We still have more signage to put up, more layout stuff to get done, and then I still have to spawn in, as requested, a big or a small version of the Reaper Leviathan. I'm going to see if that will work. Oh yeah, a ton of chat. Not as much as we had before, but we got chat going again. Nobody has any holiday other stuff to talk about? I know we've already talked about the Bangladesh, Bengali New Year. And then all the shopping that's going to be done during it. Wow, I'm already getting thermal power here. Like, it's really that hot right here? Jacob, thank you for this sub. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm hitting stuff. There we go. Sunday count as a holiday? I don't know if it technically counts as a holiday. I mean, if you say holiday like British holiday meaning vacation, then yeah, it's technically a vacation day if you're not working. Some people have to work on Sundays. Fortunately, I'm not one of those people right now. The mods, they're linked below for each one of the mods I've got running right now. If you want to check them out, go there. You just have to sign in, create an account with Nexus Mods. You don't actually have to pay. I know there's some people have gotten confused about that because they do ask for you to, you know, do a paid subscription to support them, but you really don't have to. Just download the mods, starting with the QMods installer. And oh, I'm gonna have to wait a second while I thought I was coming up on the dip with the Ghost Leviathan, and it's not loading in the terrain yet. But let me turn that off too, because it's apparently struggling a bit to load the terrain. But start with the QMod manager, get the 2.0, and install that first. That's an executable. It'll create you a folder where you dump all your mods in, and the rest are just zip files. You download the mod zip file, unpack it, and drop the entire folder with the exact name. Don't change the names. Drop that entire folder down into the mods folder it creates for you, and then just open up your game. That should be it. Yep, we're getting chased. And you hear my power cells grating. Well, I'm okay. I'm back in the hot area, so we'll be fine now for power. 2 weeks of holidays have just started. You're lucky. I don't get a break for a while. My next holiday is going to be a single day next month that I have off from work, and that's it. Alright, that I guess I could turn off. I don't think the dragon is going to be anywhere too close. Oh yeah, still struggling to load everything. Ugh. No, not Easter. It would be I don't get Easter off. That's Easter Sunday anyway. I get Memorial Day off. But that's the next one I have off from work. Oh yeah, I'm getting back over here, and I am saving because of all this stuttering. Caleb, you got your mod problem fixed? What was it? Wrong folder? Yeah, you gotta make sure you you gotta take the zip file, open it up, take the exact folder out with the exact name, because there's things in like the configuration files that look for that exact name and stuff like that. So you've gotta be just, you know, open up the zip file and drag it right into the QMods folder. That's all you've gotta do, and it should take care of it every time. Alright. Time to save before I get something broken. Alright, there we go. We're going to, I've got copper. True, it's in here. I'm not even going to worry about dragging it out of here to the base storage, because I think I'm going to use up most of it. See, how much is this using? Wow, I am up to, with the game and streaming software and of course Windows running, I am using 17 gigs of RAM right now. So that might be part of why the performance suffers, is the amount of RAM it's using to load stuff in. But I still have almost 15 gigs of RAM left available right now it could use. I wonder if I could find a tweak in the configuration for it to tell it to use more RAM. So I don't have as much stuttering. It can handle the performance a little bit better. See, I had a spot over here I was trying to place a label on, and I ran out. We got dunes. I think that's where I was. Yes, dunes. Oh, yeah, so much lag. All right, dunes. Let me get my layout map back up here. All right, so dunes. This is going to be crag fields, because we do have interesting, look to the crag field. I don't know if I actually could get any real flora there. Be nice if we got an update to the decorations mod, where we could also create not just flora, but certain structural things like the crags themselves. Would be cool to have in the crag field thing. Like, oh yeah, crag fields, and we got some crags in here. And my fat finger there added a extra letter. Yeah, I could say this is the lagging, stuttering problem right here, is the amount of multi-purpose rooms and alien containments. Probably something to do with the bubbles being generated in them. I wonder if I just need to go in my settings, see if there's a bubbles off option. Maybe that will make a big difference. Alright, crag fields. This would be the underwater islands. There we go. And we'll keep going in the middle row for right now. I just want to make sure I had that one kind of labeled from there. Blood kelp. Yep. All right, we got blood kelp. And land flora means Grand Reef. So I've gotten those. All right, so we're on the last row now. Great. Oh, so stuttery now. So much stutter. Underwater islands again. Alright, so now we've got, let's see, the mountains. And while, there's the mountain itself, we do have the mountains area where we got the underwater mountains, which is what I'm focusing on with this. There we go. So we're going to have mountains. I think I have enough copper for all of this. That was several large deposits. This is only 2 copper each. Alright, so we got Sea Treader's Path, followed by Bulb Zone, right? Also helps if I, yeah. So holding the Habitat Builder, you see it's like giving that stuttering look. Habitat Builder away. Fine. So I need to just keep my Habitat Builder put away until I'm ready to actually build. So that should be all of them. That should be every bit of the labeling. Oh, wait. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. Yep. There. Grand Reef. 2 crab squids. We got the rays. Awesome. Now that looks right there. Now I still need to do like the land floor. That'll be easy enough to get later. Sea Treader's Path. Yeah, we're gonna fill these in bit by bit. But yeah, this is finally starting to come together. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go find the other cuttlefish eggs so I can have all 4 here. I think this is pretty much good. I just have to put the cuttlefish in. Alva, that's fine. You're late. I'm going to be streaming for 30-ish more minutes. Usually gonna go about 3 hours. We're at just over 2.5 hours, so I'll go a little bit longer than 3, but it depends on my dog. If he comes in and he's all just looking for attention and wants to go pee, I gotta, take him out to pee. Plus 3 hours, it's the part where it starts to kind of get rough on my back sitting like this for so long. So, but I have done a lot in this. We've got a lot of, we got the building done for the zoo aquarium area. I just have to fill them in. And, oh yeah, it was mentioned earlier. Let's try it. If, like, can I use the data bank stuff? What about, no? I guess we'll go with fauna. Small herbivores. We'll do, no, let's not do that. Let's do large herbivores. Let's do the... Oh, wait. I clicked wrong one. There we go. Crimson ray, rabbit ray, no. Scavengers and parasites. We don't have any of them in there, so we're going to do, I guess, well, not carnivores. Deceased, no. Not Leviathan. Where's the gasopod? Why do I not have a gasopod? Alright, fine, we'll go with, I know bladderfish is there. So, can I set? No, I can't. So I'll have to go and get... It's not going to let me do that with those. I'd have to pull, like, the thing, and you can see it's sideways, so it would have to go with, like, a sideways picture frame rather than the vertical. The verticals just look so much better, in my opinion. But if we can make that work... Why am I missing it? Picture frame, come on. That's customizable picture frame. I should have the regular picture frame, right? I should. I apparently do not. Or I'm just blind and not seeing it right now as I'm looking. But yeah, I think that... I guess I'll have to go with the sideways ones. I really don't want to do that, but I guess I will. Let's see where I can place them. Oh, I can test at least with this. Can I place it there? No. Can't place it on the window. Be kind of interesting to have them on the windows. Place it on the ceiling. Like, why do I have to look up for this? Just deal with it. It's just crane your neck so you can read everything. So yeah, I guess we'll have to... I'm going to have to look at some stuff. We may have to forego the picture frames for a little while. Unless I can find a good way to make them fit. But we do have our basic part going. I'm going to do that. Not pick up the sign. I did not want to do that. And we'll take that... Do it? No, we need that. Yes, there we go. Alright. And... Alright, so just the one... There we go. Alright, so $5, $10. We'll do the same thing here. Because we need to have pricing for our, toys in the gift shop. And because these are a little bit more elaborate, we're going to make this like... this is more elaborate branded stuff. So we're going to go with... we'll bump it up a bit. 25. There we go. 25. Everything on that shelf set, 25. Sea Dragon for 15. Actually, yeah, we should probably go with these being a little bit more expensive. This is a gift shop. No. 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 There we go. There, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do like 15 on it. So like $10 for these, 15, and then 25. Yes. So there's our gift shop. Ooh, I've got an idea. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I've got an idea. Darn, I'm out of room. We really should have like a cheap shelf too. There should be a short shelf option for this. Let me look here. I like that. I like having that there. We might take this out. And... okay, you know what? We did the vending machine backwards so it can look like an air conditioning unit. But assuming we were still under climate control here, we're just going to forego that. And what I'm going to do instead is we're going to have a shelf set here. This is going to be the super cheap stuff. The, like, not the toys, but like the, you know, if we had shirts we could put up on display, I would do that. But this is going to be like hats and stuff. So we'll put hats in here. And where did I put that decorate? There we go. Let's do, yeah, hats. So we're going to do hats and stuff like that. More expensive collector's item for rare stuff. We could always say, like, instead of it being the bones are fake, they're either real or replicas, and we can make those, like, super expensive. I can rearrange it where the skulls are specifically in one area. Oh, and we need just the regular toys, too. We do have the little toys, so that's burning through all of my stuff for fiber mesh. The miniature, can't remember how big the miniature is. Oh, that's big. I feel like I need 2 rooms now for this. Yeah, we're going to rearrange some, I think, with these. I want to... that's the problem with these. The placement stuff is so buggy because it's actually a placed object rather than... oh, and it did that, did it? Yep. It keeps messing with me. That's what I wanted to put there. Ah. Yeah, this is way messier than it should be on this kind of thing. Sea moth in a moon pool? I did say I wanted to try it and see if it would let me place some of that stuff, like the lava zone ones. I definitely want to have that sort of thing in place. I think I might just go with the caps on this one and then have like here's the decorative set of caps. And then the back row will just be the spares. Yeah, rotate and change hot key bar, or, you know, hot bar should not have been the same thing. I'm sorry, that should not have been set to the same keys. I may have to actually go in and try adjust mine if I can to change the key binding for that, because that is so irritating. Alright, so we're going to have that going in.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Alright, I will in a moment. You know, really, we should have on this, like, the Aurora stuff. We'll have to cram some of the stuff in differently. I think what I'll do is just for now, we'll put, like, we'll just toss it here for the moment. And let me go get my food. Or, you know what? Well, there we go. I'll get some coffee. How about that? Some coffee and snacks. Wow, I'm down to 6 on my hydration. That's, yeah, low. Yeah, that's not gonna work well enough. That's gonna take way too long. Let's go and run and grab some melons or something. Definitely we'll have to start harvesting some of these for the fiber mesh. Now that I'm burning through all of this. And ladders still need to be fixed in the game. That's a thing that should have been fixed long ago. Adoption section for the fish. Can only be the
Vital signs stabilized.
friendly ones. Like no gasopods, because you don't want kid being killed. To do that sort of thing. That, you know, we're going to be getting more and more to the point of I need room for that sort of stuff. And I like the layout the way it is now. I don't want to have to go and build, like, on each side of this additional rooms for the you know, the sales of certain items. I'd rather just keep it to certain things. You know, the gift shop should be in one area when you go out. And I've got, of course, the cuttlefish there. The idea being that you're going to see the cuttlefish. I mean, I could put other fish in there and be like, here's the fish for adoption, but then I need a place for cuttlefish. I wanted to have cuttlefish in their own little place. I feel like I do want to move this stuff around a bit. And I need... Where is it? Yeah. I have to have a bench to stand on. I'm not tall enough in this to stand and maneuver all this stuff appropriately. We're going to cram this stuff in together. And free up this shelf. And that way I can put like the Aurora miniature in there. Yeah, some stuff's going to glitch through the wall. That's fine. Actually, I'm going to keep that for now. And hey, actually just get rid of that one. Let's see. Actually, know what? No, we'll do this. We'll go here. And we'll test it here. I am going to have to build a hatch here anyway. Let's just see how this is going to look if I do this. I am close to the lava castle victory, but I'm actually between like some of the lava spires near one of the pathways into the lava zone. I just put an extra hatch on here, didn't I? Well, that took a moment for it to decide to, you know, let me do this. Let's see, isn't that one of the ones that I see here, or is that one of the ones that's like elsewhere? Let's put it. Yes. We're gonna do that, and I can use this stuff in the Lost River one too. So we're gonna be able to put like remains in the bottom of them, along with the plants. So I mean, the plants do not cover them up. I'll have to move them around a bit, but yeah, we can add the remains down there. That will free up some space here too with these. So that's $10 replicas. Now we're gonna get my Aurora miniature. You know, you kind of want that sort of stuff in here. This will be like a higher price point thing. It'll ever, you know, let me get the miniature turned the right way. Alright. Cuttlefish tank. Feel comfortable around fish. That's kind of what I got like right here. You know, you can be like, alright kids, while you know your parents are shopping and they can sit up top and look down, you can go have the kids come in here and swim around and play with the cuttlefish. If you are so inclined. You know, we could treat it like that. That's the cuttlefish tank. That's why it's there. Parents can sit here and people can look in as other, you know, kids are in there playing. I could expand it downwards. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Alright, what else do I have here that I could do? I've already built those. I think I'm good with those. So back to the decorations fabricator. What did I do with it? Oh, there it goes. So, toys. Yeah, we're going to have cuttlefish dolls. We're going to have cuttlefish. We got to have the cuttlefish dolls. Right there. Markiplier doll. No, I've put that in some other places. I've done that other times. I want to kind of keep away from that sort of thing here. This especially is going to be, you know, more oriented towards the aquarium style of, you know, things. Like it shows, basically it's like the egg. There we go. Alright, I might be able to get this to line up. Alright, so that's 10, 15, 25. We'll make this the $50 one. For that. And then, where am I? Passing it? Yes, I did. Keep going to the other one. Toy car, no, does not fit. That toy doesn't fit. We may do, like, you know what, I might move the Aurora miniatures to the top, make them, like, the super expensive. And then, or, yeah, we're gonna do that. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the Aurora up top. That's it. Gotta make the bench. Because you gotta be standing. You can't put it on top of something. You gotta be standing. Which is kind of a bad implementation, if you ask me. We're gonna do it like this. Like that. So that's $50 ones. Yeah, and we're going to do some more cuttlefish dolls. But I also want to do, let's see, we need paper. More. Oh, and I'm out of that. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to make, like, clipboards so you can apply to adopt a cuttlefish. There we go. Apply to adopt a cuttlefish. And yeah, I need fiber mesh. So that's where we're at. Now I'm going to fill this up with more cuttlefish dolls. And then we'll have clipboards here. And I'll move the sign saying, like, you know, $50. I'll move it kind of over. And then have like or, you know, $50. $50, get a cuttlefish doll. Or $50, adopt your own cuttlefish. And we'll have, like, adoption forms below type of thing. We'll do that. We'll do, since it's not going to stick up any. Actually, we'll try it. Yeah, that's going to fit fine. So we'll just take that out. And I'm going to line it up center. Wonder if I can actually get the whole thing in. Nope, can't. I can get cuttlefish adoptions placed there. Oh, yeah, that's going to work. So we'll have forms for adopting cuttlefish. So there you go. Cuttlefish breeding. Yeah, they should have put some cuttlefish breeding in. I may go ahead and just say, that's it. We're going to spawn in some extra cuttlefish in the end. Just so I can have, like, cuttlefish egg. Or, you know, have more cuttlefish so it looks more like we are able to have cuttlefish adoptions. Because for cuttlefish, you're not going to be adopting that many. That just doesn't work very well. So we may have to add some cuttlefish ourselves to it. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and toss that in as well. Now I'm just going to get a lot of... I'm going to get tons of seed clusters. Which is interesting, it still glows when there's no sea clusters. Like, you take all the sea clusters away and they still glow. Doesn't change. Alright, that's a lot there. We'll go ahead and get some creep vine. And container, inventory full. There we go. I'll get more. Nice thing about having all this down here, even though it's for decoration, I have plenty of supplies for this. There goes that. That should be enough to at least get this next part done. And then I still have a massive amount of windows to put into this thing too. I haven't even gotten to where we're going to be rebuilding this whole middle section too. This is weeks out that we're still going to be working on this one, I'm sure. Just on this part right here. Just this base, and then we'll move on to some other base, like of course doing the active lava zone area. Yeah, it was mentioned earlier we've got like 5 cuttlefish in the game, so we're gonna get, I'll go and get all of those, but they won't breed, so we'll probably put some extra in there. I do want to have it where it at least is possible to have more. I may have said 4, and I apologize for that. Yeah, there is 5 in the game. Because we were actually discussing that earlier in the stream. There we go. Look at all the lovely cuttlefish dolls. And now I need clipboards. And we'll make these nice and neat. So I'm thinking 3. Hi, Charlie. Yeah, I'll go look at getting the cuttlefish soon. We can have them. Now that I'm pretty sure I am satisfied with the way this is laid out, I'm not going to be redoing any of this. I'll go get the cuttlefish. The problem is, if you get the cuttlefish, and you put them in, and they hatch, and they grow up, and you're like, oh, I want to change this. Once you pick them up and take them out of the containment, you can't put them back in. There we go. Cuttlefish adoptions, plus we got our $50 replicas there. We got our cheaper $10 little replicas, $15 cuddly toys of the big leviathans, $25. I'm not sure why some of these are 20. You know, we'll go back to, we'll do 15 on that, because we've got some of the matching, like sea treaders and everything, so those are 15. We'll make these. Yeah, that'll be 10. And then now I've got to do some more stuff in here. We got our toys. Too bad we don't have, like, shirts we can put in here. I need a poster thing, too. I need, like, a poster you can buy right there. Well, oh, we do need some more stuff in the game, decoration-wise. Guess I could put in, like, microscopes and such. We could have branded, like, drinks from here. That'd be interesting. I don't know. We'll have to play around with some of this stuff. Find something else to put in there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the... We'll do carry-alls, too. I'll put, like, a couple of... I'll put some carry-alls on the top level. That way you buy, like, branded, you know, zoo-branded carry-alls. We'll put some more caps or something like that in. Yeah, that will work. That is going to work well. So here we are. We are right at the 3-hour mark. Victory, that's fine. You, you know, missed the first part of the stream. We went to the dunes, you know, and you just gotta be careful in the dunes. So there's the safe shallows. I still need to do plants for that. I've only got 2 mushrooms in there. Kelp forest, same thing. You need to do some plants there. We need to do... Want to do some... Any plants in here in the plateaus. Oh, I did miss one sign here. There we go. Grassy plateaus. Make sure, yep, put my magic building wand away because that seems to be causing some of the stuttering. Jellyshroom caves. Oh, yes, look at that. So alive. So much going on there. Crash zone, I need to get fish. Let's see, mushroom forest, I need to get fish. We have bubble zone, I need to get fish. There we go, Grand Reef. So the Grand Reef, 3 stacked aquariums seem to work fine. I mean, it seems to be a good enough population limit for it because you get a lot of the smaller fish spawning in faster, and then the big ones that hatch, you only get like 2 of them. I could take some of the smaller fish out and be fine, but it's also as a matter of, I've got that bioreactor overflow mod, so if I do put a bioreactor in this, or 2 or 10, I'm going to have so many fish still trying to produce with these that I would never run out of power just from bioreactors alone. So yeah, there we go. And I got to get all the land plants. I got to think about how I want to lay them out. I do want to have taller ones here and then short ones here. Yes, Charlie, I am using mods. There's a full list of all the mods in effect down below for this. So you could check all of those out if you want. Oh yes, so many places I need to get fish samples for. Well, yes, this is actually turning out a lot better than I thought it might. I thought we were going to have a lot of problems with it, but this actually works. This works actually really well. I just got to put a lot of glass windows in all over the place and continue filling out the containment. So yeah, that's going to be slower, steadier, kind of like, all right, we've got some extra quartz, let's go put in some more windows. We've got some extra, I got fish pulled together because I went up to this place to get fish. So let's put the fish in now. Got these plants when I went out exploring to get more supplies. So that's it. That is the spot. Let me go ahead. I'm going to save. And actually I need to pull up the console commands for this, as I do not recall the console commands well enough for spawning in something like this. But it was mentioned by AZ to spawn in a Reaper Leviathan. So, we're going to try spawning a Reaper Leviathan. Now that I've saved, I'm not going to cause any problems if I do that. We'll go to the... we'll go to the dunes. I think it was over this way. I'm actually starting to remember where I've got some of these. There were islands. That should be... Crackfields. Dunes. There we go. So I'm just going to build a hatch up here since this is not going to be kept. We'll do like the Reaper Leviathan. And see, because Reaper Leviathans are bad about, you know, glitching out of stuff. So, yeah, spawn Reaper Leviathan then. Oh, it spawned a big one outside. Yeah, that did not work. It spawned just a big one outside. Maybe. Okay, he's not attacking my sub yet. I mean, that could be interesting to have him around just to, you know, have him swimming. But, yeah, that did not spawn him in the containment. I'd have to do some other stuff to make it work to get him in there, and probably going to glitch out in the end. So, ignoring the Reaper Leviathan, let's do a quick look of everything. So, here we go. That is the structure. Let me get a good screenshot of this. So, we've got... was it 19 vertical stacks for it? I just have to do a lot of windows still for these to show. But once it's all done, they'll look like this, where you can swim up And just, oh, look, you can see it from outside. That from outside. Wow, this is going to lend to some really good fly around stuff like this. I've just got to go and get more stuff done. Oh, there's that hatch I forgot to finish. Alright, so. Yeah, I know. He wants to attack me, but he can't. Maybe we get a... Oh, yeah, they won't attack each other. Otherwise, we could do a showdown. He seems confused. He doesn't know what to think of these lava larvae. The mods on PS4, unfortunately, I do not think they work at this time. Somebody might come out with a way to make them work later, but right now, my understanding is the mods are only for console, Charlie. Stop, just stop. Thanks for subscribing, or, you know, when you hit the subscribe. Thanks for that. And, alright, so I think, good stopping point, I've got to keep building windows, which means I'm also going to have to build a lot more reinforcements. My hull strength, even still at like 100 right now, is not going to be enough to maintain all of these windows, so I'm still going to have to build more reinforcements elsewhere, which means I might be extending my storage area down a bit to do that. I also think I will end up putting reinforcements along on these, which will give me a little bit more, not a huge amount, but a little bit more. And what I might do is worry about getting enough supplies for next time. We might continue building the lower section out a bit right here, so I could put in more thermal plants, because I still want to go for that like 10,000 power point, just to say I did it. Just be like, yeah, I produced 10,000 power through thermal on my base. Just to be like, oh yeah, who else has got a base with 10,000 power constantly being produced? This guy. That's who. That's the only one. I'll be the one YouTuber that has a base with 10,000 power in production. And we still need to get more plants going out here. I want to have at least another row on each of the planter beds there. And now we need to build something up here. We've got research labs is my plan for that. So we'll probably be doing some of that next week as well. Yeah, I feel like I want to do... We might do this whole section here. Or at least part of this section as the research labs. I kind of want to have still a docking spot for the Cyclops. And let's see, if we come from that direction, I could actually build like a little offshoot right here, cradle thing, that as you come up here, you park your Cyclops on this side and maybe on the other side, and have two spots where there's hatches you drop into, and then that brings you into a an area here, and that connects you into the rest. I still need to do something with this part too. Yeah, we still have weeks of work on this, a lot of live stream stuff just on this part, and then we'll be doing some kind of connection from here, I think. I might actually reconfigure this a bit. I do have the observatories. I may take those out. Or I may rebuild this. They'll stop stuttering. Build a fourth connection off of here. And we'll build a spot that goes basically like this. Like zigzag all the way over here and down. And yeah, this will be the one where we just build like a lot of reinforcements and just go all the way through into the active lava zone. Yeah, we've got a lot of work left. A lot of stuff to gather to. At some point, I may actually have the game decide, you know what, you've used up so much of resources, you've broken so many things, you know, destroyed so many things, we're not spawning anymore. And I may run out of resources, but for now, we're not going to. We're at least going to get this base done. This is, yeah, this is by far the biggest project I've taken on yet for this game. But, yeah, that's it. We're past the point for the end of the stream. So, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for all of you who, new subscribers we got. We do this every Saturday, pretty much every Saturday. There might be a few Saturdays I take off a little bit. But for the most part, if you subscribe, you get notified. If you want to make sure you're notified, follow me on Twitch as well. I mean, Twitter, because sometimes YouTube does not notify right. So I always post when I'm going live on Twitter, or try to. 99.9999999% of the time, I post when I go live. And if you like Twitch stuff, I don't play this on Twitch, but I do other stuff, so you can always subscribe there or follow there too. Subscribe if you really like it there. But that's it for this stream. Thanks for hanging out again. I am Mr. Spicy. I will see you guys next time, or, you know, next week, next stream, whatever it is, next video. Just be sure to follow, subscribe, and do all that. Thanks for hanging out.